No, I think I agree with that. That seems like a strong call.
Yeah.
Now, JJ in a spot here where doesn't have a lot of rune chance. Doesn't seem to have a great rune chant generator.
Yeah.
Already used his gloves. Already used his offhand.
So it seems like his best choice is banishing something. Like, yeah, banishing a coal, get the resource, and then just pay for an attack.
He could do much worse. See a Mograine Skies there?
Definitely could. His tunic up as well. So we're on JJ's third turn. Uh, Using the tunic, looks like he's going to send one of those fours. Potentially just Arsenal. They Arsenal the most guys.
Strong Arsenal target.
Absolutely.
Of course, the Colberry face up here.
Mm-hmm.
So if he sends that widespread annihilation, Greg stands to lose 2 cards from it. Okay, going for the Moss guys.
Okay, I see.
Using the tunic and the other widespread to pay for the widespread. See how Greg wants to handle this. If he has a blue, he could potentially get out of this without losing any life. And the upper, I don't know if I'd be willing to take.
It's quite a lot. He's
And still give up 2 cards.
He's already at 21.
Yeah.
This is it's already a tough spot, and this is something that in conversation before top 8 started, Greg was a little concerned about the Vincent matchup just for this type of spot.
Yeah.
I think Vincent could just present such good pressure.
And if this Vincent doesn't draw the wrong half of the deck, you don't draw those Runeblade hands, they can provide very consistent damage while still blocking and disruption. It's kind of a ninja's nightmare in a lot of ways.
For sure. If Greg blocks this out, he's still going to have to face, even if he blocked out the rune chance, would still be facing down a flail of agony to allow a flail of agony to allow the call regardless. So it's
Losing another card from hand.
yes. So not clear on what the arsenal is, but there is a blue what looks like might be a is that a rising resentment?
When the chain breaks, we banish the other cards.
Sorry,
Phoenix War.
Okay.
Oh, that's tough. Definitely a power card he does not want to get rid of. I think I see 2 in the banish zone
Indeed. So
and coming in with that flail.
get one more rune channel in the back. Set up nicely for the 2 for 6 following up. Greg down to 19.
Exactly what JJ wants to be doing.
Mm-hmm. And Greg seemingly out of gas, likely just going to pass back. Not sure if the arsenal is a 0 for 3 that he can play cleanly, or
There's a good chance.
just opting to pass the turn back.
Do it again. Plays 19.
JJ will be up to 2 rune chance here after the banish.
I think we're seeing one of those Runeblade hands that we mentioned. Seems to be a lot of attack action cards that he just doesn't quite know what to do with. And you sort of have that added problem of, okay, I'm just going to cast one of these. Well, that's great. But you still don't really have enough rune chance to do anything. So, you're forced to arsenal this card that you don't really want in your arsenal. Am I seeing JJ just pass here?
We are. So setting up for a bigger turn, taking 2, typing 2 cards.
Typing 2 cards.
That is not the best place to be.
got to be thrilled about that.
Absolutely. Greg with full 5-card hand. Rise from the
Rise from the
Ashes to
Ashes.
get the Phoenix Flame back. Wonder if that Arsenal is the third Art of Phoenix one.
That would be incredible.
That would be unreal.
See a spreading
It's a
flames coming
spreading
in.
flames. I think that's a red rise. So the spreading flames will be coming in for 6. Yep,
Looks like
red
it.
rise. Yep.
Here's a nice face bird.
Yeah. Just he's gonna have to
You got to do it at some point.
get under. Yeah, get out of it at some point. This is a way. It's certainly a way to unbreak yourself a little bit.
Well, and so often against these ninja decks, you maybe struggle to find an opportunity to get not max value in this case, but plenty of value off of that. So Rise from the Ashes presenting a tall attack is something JJ's not unhappy to see.
For sure. And JJ might end up being punished slightly by this because now this gives Greg away. Like Greg will still be able to pick up the Phoenix Flame with 5.
Eulogy there. I see a succumb to temptation in JJ's hand. Definitely a card that he wants to use on offense.
So
Picking a 5, picking a Phoenix Flame.
Phoenix Flame for 2. 2 floating. He's been sitting on Arsenal for a minute.
Yes.
And we joined the game late, so we're not sure exactly what this is. So
Michigan.
15 on 19 now? We have
Another quick eulogy going to the Banner Stone. JJ are amassing a little bit concerning amount of blood debt over there as well.
This is so JJ using Beseech to make an attack. Make an attack. Have go attack with go again. So this Deathly Whale is going to have go again, and one of those rune chances unpreventable.
And so he is now guaranteed to get 2 rune chants when he closes the chain here as well.
Yes.
So that Eloquent Eulogy, or I believe that's a Widespread Ruin sitting in his Banner Stone.
Seems like that widespread ruin is going to be helpful. And if he doesn't block that attack, that succumb could just threaten
Absolutely.
to really wreck the hand and actually let him even. Then, he'll get an action point off of this. So he will even be able to send a flail and the Eloquent Eulogy.
Incredible.
Yeah, this is huge for JJ.
You can see it in Greg's face that he is not happy about that.
Not at all.
See, we see a Blaze Headlong, 2 Ancestral Empowerments, and a Spreading Flames.
Yeah, this is JJ taking the empowerment.
Oh.
Understandable. It's a 3 block. I think he has to be smelling blood in the water at this point.
Absolutely. I mean, I think that's tough because, I'm not sure if I would have taken an Ancestral Empowerment there. I think I might have taken that Spreading Flames because the Blaze Headlong doesn't gain go again on its own. So I think Greg is pretty happy about that choice because he now gets to pop his Garland of Spring, play the Spreading Flames, follow it up with a Blaze Headlong. That's assuming he gets out of this turn alive.
Yeah, and I think JJ smells blood in the water at this
Absolutely.
point.
I mean, 3 more rune chants, so he's essentially at 5 no matter what.
Yeah.
And
Well,
then,
so he's gonna if he breaks the chain here, he gets 2 rune chants.
yeah,
So,
there we go.
yeah, and he
Send
has-
the widespread, I
Yep.
imagine.
So it gets in the widespread here, and that is another 2 damage.
Oh, right. Yeah, I said it was basically at 5, but he had already taken those rune chants. So, yeah,
Yep.
basically at 6 here.
Yeah, effectively it's 6. Staring down another 6. He has 2 action points. So he's gonna get a widespread ruin here.
Here is lethal, Greg.
Mhm.
Hold this for me.
And that again is I think it makes good sense on JJ's part of take the 3 block, make it harder to deal with.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep,
Good
Greg's
point.
gonna go to
Excellent.
6. Block here, Greg kind of recognizes like he doesn't win by folding his hand. He doesn't
True.
have any AB.
You got to ask the question at some point.
So
Looks
Greg
like-
takes 4, which should be going to 2 at this point. No, okay, I guess. Okay, so JJ did have. I think JJ had an action point there they could have used for foil, but it makes sense. Also, just playing it safe.
We see a cull showing up for JJ. That is not a card Greg wants to see.
Defensive call is.
Just like we said, popping that Garland of Spring, sending the Spreading Flames.
Defensive call is a nightmare.
It is. It is. He can take this damage, and then in the damage step, before Greg has a chance to play another card, JJ can strip one of them away.
Absolutely.
Very carefully considering here. Of course, keeping in mind, he would have to banish one of his own cards in that event. He might be looking to just hold it, play it offensively.
For sure. So Greg opting to get the draw in here, doing
Except
4.
Fireman probably gonna have to
Makes
fold.
sense. Okay.
JJ falling to 9.
Now it makes good sense. Now that defensive call is huge here. So he's gonna go for this. Inflame, and then
That is very
there's,
interesting.
there's a window here because he knows that's a blaze head.
He might be willing to give up 2 cards.
Yeah. So
Because now if he calls, Greg can just get rid of the Phoenix Flame. Of course, banishing a Phoenix Flame is not where he wants it, but at this stage in the game, he might be willing to give it up.
I think you do what you have to. Phoenix Flame for 2, and then a blaze headlong for 4. JJ going down to 7 here. Curious on.
Likes his hand. He's just looking to be as aggressive as possible. Put the equipment in there. Don't end the game with them still on the board.
That is a blaze headlong for 4. So he's got a call, a widespread destruction.
Judge Ben, solving problems, answering questions. Pillar of our community, Judge Ben. Making sure people get their promos.
Absolutely.
Looks like we got a couple of our top 8 rounds, top 8 matches finishing up here. We had another Dory mirror.
Yep, a repeat from the stream game.
That's right. That's right. I'm very curious to learn how that one went.
Yep. So, sounds like the 4-5 match Mark, our round 5 stream winner, lost a close, what sounds like a pretty close game against Cecilia.
Tough
Which
match, tough
is
match for the gravy
certainly
player.
definitely a tough matchup. So, JJ blocking 3 on the 4, take 1 going to 6, and then a Salt Balloon. That is massive.
So that should be
That
1, 2, 3.
explains.
That should be for 5.
That does explain a lot as to why we didn't see.
Now, I'll tell you what. A couple turns ago, I would have put this firmly in JJ's corner. Now, I'm not so sure. He vanishes. Well, of course, he has the Eloquent Eulogy ready to play.
And then that's going to tick
And
down.
of course,
Tick down to 1, and
we know the last card in JJ's hand. Greg does not. He takes the Arcane. do first. He's going to take 2 cards out of Greg's hand. Greg has to cover 5.
You can still play the Succumb. Get your action point back. Like, you can still play the Succumb, get your action point back. Play Cold Swing Flail, something like
So he has to put 2 cards in front of his eulogy. He's going to take one of the Succumb. Well, the Succumb's not going to hit. So he gets it for his action point. You're right. You're right. So Paul takes another card. And then Flail takes the last card.
Yep. And at that point, you've cleared out your Banner Stone. You're not taking Blood Debt. You don't have any Rune Chance, but...
So as predicted, Greg puts 2 cards in front of it. JJ having to think. What's next?
Play Succumb, get the action point back.
It's got to be a grump.
No, that is... I think just maybe a little bit of a mix-up, but no worries. We're all clear.
Oh, right, because the card didn't hit.
Yeah, the attack has to hit for the discard to happen. So now just gets the action point back. And now he can...
Take one of those out of hand.
Yep.
Like
a mounting anger into a flail, which almost certainly gets just blocked out. JJ free of blood debt, but also has no root chance.
That is, a rough spot to be in for Greg. But Vincent sometimes struggles to capitalize on that tempo game.
For sure. JJ.
Now, I think we saw, interestingly, so we're banishing a widespread. I don't think he's going to be able to get that card out of his hand this turn.
That's it. He did have the resources to be able to pay, and the one arcane, no prevention or anything. That does it.
Well played, JJ. Congratulations advancing to the quarters.
Yeah.
Congrats to Greg on a great run today.
Absolutely.
These players know each other well. Great sportsmanship there. JJ advances to quarters. We'll see, maybe this is Vincent's day. Hey, we're back, folks. Hey, my mic's on. We're good.
It's just me.
It's been a long day, man.
It has.
We're in the semifinals now. We saw most of a pretty engaging 5 versus Vincent match. Vincent took it down.
It's a barn burner by all definitions.
That's right. That's right. Coming up next, though, we're gonna have Dawnblade Dorinthia into Acilia.
Our undefeated top seed, Andy, still just moving right along.
You know what? Not to actually, he did take a loss towards the end of the Swiss, and this is a rematch.
This
is a rematch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So
this is workable.
He told me that Roberto came in with a nearly 40 damage combo.
That makes sense.
So we'll see if he can do it again here in the semifinals.
That's what he has to do. Almost. Yep. If it's just a chip damage game, I think they can kind of overwhelm their issue.
Yeah, he's certainly not a deck that blocks well. So here we've got Andy and Roberto shuffling up, presenting their heroes. These guys are locked in.
Yeah, they're ready to go.
You know, and I know both these players. I know they're both hungry. They both came here to win today.
And I know Roberto is not someone we've had on stream today, but he has been playing Asilio since Asilio existed.
You know, he's a lightning bro, I would say, because he was on Aurora before, and I remember playing against him in a couple events, and he was a terror on Aurora. And when she LL'd, he made that quick transition over to Asilio. He's been on her since. Yeah. Got to be about a year now, I would say.
I had my first game against Roberto ever was at a ProQuest or an RTN 1. He was on Asilio. I was on Zen.
Zen. Oh man.
So
as a horse
that
of a
should
different color.
Yeah, that should tell you how long he's been playing.
He's
been playing this hero.
Longer than I thought.
Yeah.
I gotta say though, with Andy, I feel pretty darn good about my chance here. Being very, very difficult for Basilio to stop him from just stacking up those counters. He has to find his combo quickly.
Absolutely.
Because if Andy has any room, Dawnblade will just snowball and run away with the game.
Oh, yeah. It's gonna come down to the. I guess folks have said it kind of over and over again. The format does kind of go about how like the top 20 cards go. We'll see how it goes.
And not only on the line right now, there's a chance at that coveted black envelope, chance at an invitation to Pro Tour Las Vegas. There's a decent little chunk of cash on the line too, as well.
For sure.
Having hit the semifinals, they're both going to walk away with minimum $100. But
yeah,
second place gets $200, first place gets $300.
It's pretty solid all the way down.
So. Absolutely, and the players have already declined the split, so we do know we are going to be playing all the way to the finals today.
And we're looking at the equipment suite now. We're seeing something a little bit different than what we saw with Andy in his first game. Seeing a Courage of Blade Hold.
He just started playing this recently.
That is the dead giveaway signal of he's not he's here for a good time.
He's not for a long time.
Not for a long time.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see maybe 1 or 2 extra copies of Twinning Blade in his deck. Just taking a very aggressive posture, and there we go.
Just out the gate.
This man's ability to will Iron Song Determination into existence on turn 0 is incredible. Ask me how I know.
How do you know?
Because he has done it to me many times. Ooh, so
this is a good start.
So I believe we are coming in for 7 dominate.
Yes. So cycling out one of the shocks. Looks like
Surely going to be hitting. So if he has a source of go again here, he's going to start the game with a counter.
And he might. Like Roberto only has 5 block in hand.
That's a tough spot to be. That's a tough spot to be, even if he commits equipment to it this early. So that's a tough spot right there. Roberto already starting at 36, falling to 32.
This makes good sense.
Now, are we going to pop those refraction bolters? Yes, we are. He's going for it. Like you said.
Just get that counter. It can break chain and swing the Dawnblade again for 5 dominate.
Very, very aggressive posture here. Now, if I'm Roberto, I'm thinking about giving some equipment here, but does he have? I believe he only has another 2 block in hand.
Yeah. So this is
Blast to Oblivion. Perhaps no Celio activation to search for another card.
he cycled away a null shock. Oh, that was the last card. Oh, that's why he didn't. Okay. So yeah, I thought that was like a lead for speed, but I didn't quite witness it. That is
Brutal.
That is worth, in my mind, giving up the arsenal.
Absolutely.
You push through a good chunk of damage.
Starting the game with a Dawnblade counter is massive. You can see on Robert's side, we're just getting started here. We see a Flittering Charge, a Sigil of Brilliance. Yeah. Electrostatic Discharge, bumping that up to 7.
Yeah, we see a Sigil Conductivity coming down before this turn starts.
Coming in 7. I believe we see that Sigil of Brilliance to convert go again to the Flittering Charge.
The next question is, what comes after this?
Do we have a spell in hand to take advantage of that amp offered by Volzer?
Yeah, what comes next? Like,
we don't.
There's
No way
just
to know.
2 more. It's just 2 more sigils.
Oh, man.
Like this.
Andy doesn't know that though.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think we saw any arcane barrier on Andy's side.
No,
Like
he's
I said,
all in.
He's all gas.
Yeah.
He knows he can get some block value out of his equipment. He's definitely gonna. I mean, if I were in Andy's seat, I would be prioritizing getting the value off those blocks quickly.
But yeah,
There's also a chance that I believe he presented Balance of Justice as the headpiece.
he did.
So Roberto, this is a very heads up play from Andy right here. Roberto's going to give it go again with that signal.
And then he's just going to.
I just wonder, is he going to search for?
He's just gonna go next.
Okay. Okay.
So this,
And you know,
so this makes good sense.
I like that play from Roberto a lot because he saw Andy block with the balance of justice. So he knows I don't want to be drawing 2 cards next turn.
Yeah.
Just
And
bank it in the arsenal.
yeah.
GG go next.
Yeah. And this turn is going to say a lot about how things go here. Wants to try to maintain the counters, push the damage.
Unsheathed. Free go again. Since it is more than double its base.
So
+1 counter.
cycling a conductivity to attempt to draw a wobble.
Oh.
Very much a valid play.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And then this Dawnblade's going to come in for 7 with go again.
7 with go again. Already. Still a card in hand.
Yep, 1 card in hand. 2 floats.
Blocking 7. I see a blink. I see a blast to oblivion.
Yeah,
Can't quite make out those other 2
looks
cards
like a
there.
null shock.
Null shock. Not a very defensive hand here.
Not really.
Send me the bill.
22 already.
22. Already has the go again. Andy's fixing to put another counter on the Stoneblade.
This has got 2, so it's going to break chain, activate bracers. This is coming in for 6. 5. 5.
Do you consider denying the second counter here? Is it even worth it?
Can he? Feasibly. He would have to give up. No, he's just keeping everything. I think he's going to try to just blow him out of
He's
the
going to try to blow him out of the water. You know, he did it in the Swiss. Let's see if he can do it again.
Yeah, but this time, it's going to be a little more difficult. He's already drawn 1 off of Sigil Brilliance.
Ooh, a pop of the bindings.
Yes.
We know he has a Blast to Oblivion. We know
So
he has a Sigil of Brilliance in Arsenal.
This is the effective go turn. Just gotta push as far as he can.
Cycling out the null shot. I believe that costs 1. It can be a little awkward.
No, it's all free at the moment.
Here's the blast.
Yep.
Did he find another instant speed source to capitalize on the hand?
I think he has another instant in hand. He does. He has another.
Yeah.
He has a sigil. He has a blink. He could blink here and avoid blowing up Greaves. He may still opt to do it because he's like this is a go hand. I think.
Oh, absolutely.
Based off of 2 cards I've seen, he's got a mind.
He knows he has to find his way into this game. He's facing down a Dawnblade already with 2 counters.
He's already down to 22.
Opponent at 40.
Yeah, he's
has to do something.
He's gonna. It's, now or never at this point. I mean,
He's considering blocks. Send the bill, sir. Show me what you got. Blink. Bounce this back. Draw a card.
so it's amping 2 on the Aether Binding so far.
Hold another sigil, if I'm not mistaken.
3 on the 3 on Volzar.
Roberto gets on the board with damage. Plays out a sigil. Amps again.
5.
Sigil of Brilliance. Another sigil.
So it's amping 8 in total. This is a Mind Warp for 10.
Oh, good gravy. That is exactly what he needed.
Yes.
Mind Warp for 10.
Yep.
No AB on the other side. Send you to 26. Take a card. Mess up all your plans. And
Good.
decently set up for next turn.
Andrew does get to at least use Balance of Justice to go back to 4 cards.
That's true. That's true.
And I think it's smart here to go ahead and wait to see if he needs to, because there will be another opportunity, almost certainly next turn, with one Sigil of Brilliance being pumped on the following turn. So I do like the idea of. I think it was just a mistake of like, oh, I drew 1 too many. Well, it's an easy fix of just reshuffle and try again.
Yep, there you go. I mean, there's not a lot of it. Dorinthia can break.
Yes.
It can happen. as long as she finds a blue to send this, as long as she finds a source of go again, I think Andy's feeling pretty good about his chances. See if he decides that this is the turn to trigger the balance of justice. He'll probably take a look at his hand and see what he is working with first.
Depending on what he draws, if he draws heater without it, then he just goes like cashes it in to cover for it. That's all completely fair. That's it looks like he's got
a lot closer on life parity. That was exactly the kind of turn that Roberto needed to get back in the game, but still a very scary prospect facing down this time.
and Andrew has a 1 for 5 in his hand.
Good gravy.
That is
Terrifying.
frightening.
Very thoughtful player is Andrew. Listening. Steel blade.
Go again and on hit counter.
I believe it puts a counter on. Oh no, I'm thinking of a different broken Dorothea specialization.
Yeah, this one is
Hit counter. Potentially making that Swordmaster shine for free. Which would allow him to pay for 2 swings and a Brave Forbracious activation and still getting the +5 free.
looks like there might be a call just on what life totals are.
Just confirming.
Just double checking to see because it looks like there might have been a
Little bump because I believe Roberto is still at 22.
22.
When did he go to 15?
Okay, they're rewinding a little bit.
Judge Ben solving the problem.
Hold tight just for a minute. We may want to cut back, cut away. Just give them a break for a minute.
So who do you give this game to right now?
I think Andrew's in a really good spot.
Andrew seems pretty far ahead to me. I don't want to count Roberto out. He is a very, very smart player.
Absolutely.
If there's a window, he'll find it. But yeah, potentially, I mean, we could see a Dawnblade gain 3 counters this turn.
Very feasible.
Already at 2. If the first attack hits, he gets 1. If he has a source of go again, if he has a source of go again, send it in again. Another one off that hit, and another one from the Dawnblade counter itself.
Yeah.
The Dawnblade ability. It could get ugly very, very quickly.
Very quickly. And I think, too, we might see Andrew potentially block her with, like, to really kind of shove it home. Like,
Yeah.
here's the courage.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So a little bit of a break. Kind of walk back. There's a little bit of discrepancy in the life totals. They are just kind of piecing through everything. Judge Ben is on the case.
He takes care of problems. I tell you what.
Just
But did you catch what went wrong? Because I might have missed it.
it looked like 7 was marked down. It might have been marked down twice.
Yeah, I think so. I think so because I had him at 22, and then the life total kind of showed 15. So it looks like we just need to get that sorted out. One of those. Sometimes when you're using the technology to keep track of life totals, that's why we usually recommend that you also write it down. But it can be tough when you're in that feature match.
Yeah,
I've been in that spot where they're asking you to write it down and tap it as well.
Yeah.
It can be hard.
And it's all just mechanics and what you're used to.
Yeah, plus, it's been a long day for these players.
For sure.
They've been going since 11 a.m.
Some of these folks had to drive a little bit to get here.
That's right.
So it's been a long day for a number of folks.
You know, the last long drive I did for a car trip was Columbus, and I drove down there. It was about 4 hours, and I immediately jumped into a side of it, and that was a mistake.
Yep.
That was a mistake because I told my friends, like, I feel drunk from driving
Yes.
because I just made an absolute fool of myself in the first 2 rounds of that, and then I reset by about round 3. But it's tough, and to quote a great man, flesh and blood is hard.
It's
It's
a
hard.
head scratcher sometimes.
Yeah, it is. Even for players who have been playing it for years, they've got a lot of it committed to muscle memory. There's a lot of small things to keep track of, and it's easy for little mechanical issue to get in the way. Well, what do we have on the other side of the bracket?
So the other side of the bracket is Vincent versus Valda.
Vincent versus Valda. Now that is an interesting matchup.
JJ versus Josh. Two of the players we've had on stream before.
Yeah, both experts at their deck, I would say. And that's a tough one. I have to say, I think one of Vincent's historic weaknesses has been getting fatigued. And I believe that some of the more recent builds, that's what they're really fighting against, is setting up for an anti-fatigue state.
Try to go 3 chain links wide or 3 attacks wide at a turn.
Overwhelm the defensive.
Yeah. Really take a couple of turns off. Ask the question, like, can you punish this?
That's right. Now, if I was, say, Verdance, I take that back. It's kind of a Chris matchup, actually. But if I was any other slower, maybe a little more defensive slanted deck, I would give that to the defensive deck in that scenario. But JJ's very good. He might be able to set it up.
JJ's been getting it done, and he's taking things even in talking to back in the last game. Still even finding points like I could have done this slightly differently.
Yeah.
I missed this. Yeah. So he'll carry it forward. I'm confident. But also Josh is
can't discount Josh. Especially if Valda is able to send some nasty crush effects that Vincent is struggling to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who I would call it
for sure.
All right, I think we're getting ready to head back down into the feature match area.
So it looks like they've verified the life totals 26 to 17. Now we're getting back to.
Looks to me like Andrew just drew up a fresh hand.
I don't know if it's the same hand or what it was. Yeah, it's the same hand.
Yeah. Okay. So it looks like we are. This should be the beginning of Andrew's turn.
Yes. So let's see now what Andrew opts to do. It might be the same kind of line.
I'm gonna think. I don't blame him. There's a lot on the line here. And he has told me that it is his dream to get LL points under the Iron Song.
Andy's a good guy.
He's a good man. We had a Silver Age event today, and he allowed some new players to borrow some of his Silver Age decks, like the community-minded, generous man he is.
Yeah. But on the other side of things, Roberto, like we mentioned, very good with his deck. Has been kind of at the top tables in the elimination rounds of these with this hero.
Absolutely.
Very much familiar. So certainly can't denigrate, can't be negative towards him. He knows what he's doing too. And I think I think he already has all the points on Cilio. He just wants is just pushing the button a little bit further.
Just trying to get that Pro Tour Las Vegas invite.
Absolutely. Go ahead and lock it in.
All right. Looks like players are ready to go. Yep. So, and he's had a little time to contemplate.
So it looks like this hand is gas.
Yeah.
This hand is gas.
Does he have a source of go?
Beat of the Iron Song.
Beat of the Iron Song. There we go.
+1.
With multiple counters.
Yeah.
Already on.
So
if he hits, which I'm inclined to think he will, he can put that third counter on if he opts to play out that Glistening Steel Blade and then get all 3 modes on Beat of the Iron Song. Yeah. Incredible.
Yeah, I think
making the Swordmaster shine for you.
Yeah, the other modes aren't quite as impressive. I think one of them is damage can't be prevented. It's still non-zero.
Sometimes you see cloud cover in these Ocilio builds.
Very true.
It could happen.
Yeah.
But Andy's already showed that he plays Jagged Edge. Yeah. So if I was Roberto, I'd be Ocilioing those away, most likely, rather than get blown out.
Absolutely.
There it is. Glistening Steel Blade. Same line as before.
Yep. catching the provoke as was initiated previously.
Now I believe there is a second line of text on Glistening Steelblade. If I'm not mistaken, and it says at the end of the turn, if you have not hit, remove all counters. Am I correct about that?
That's just on Dawnblade itself.
Oh, sure, of course, yeah.
So Andrew cashing in the Courage of Ladle here.
Now, I find that interesting because that means he has other plans for those 2 floating resources.
Yeah, he's pushing damage here.
All right, Roberto cashing in his hat, discarding an instant, picking up.
Drawing a 3-block shock.
Ooh, not too upset about that.
Yeah, it's
though
still coming in for 4.
you have already declared blocks here, sir. So I think we're getting a hit here, no matter what.
Yep, almost certainly.
There's a scenario here where Roberto could be facing lethal this turn.
Yeah, so he's taking 5, go to 13. Okay, and then he can attack again. He gets a counter.
He needs to gain that action point back.
Well, sorry, the Glistening Steelblade says that you get a counter on hit, and your next attack is go again.
Yes, of course. There we go. That's that second line of
That
text.
was that I forgot about. Like yeah.
But
Nope. And then activate bracers, and then
push it again.
This is for 6 or for 7. It was a 3, 6, 7.
Oh my goodness! What a scary, scary weapon that is.
Yes, he's saying you have to have the go hand, the real go hand,
Right now. And I believe I saw an Iron Song response in Andrew's hand. If Roberto blocks, that block will essentially be undone.
Yes. So I think it's tough. It's real tough.
It is. It's you know, if you do, if you don't, there's almost no right answer in a scenario like this.
This is why Warrior is good. Sometimes, like
When he finds the right meta,
mm-hmm.
and
Warrior can be real scary sometimes.
I mentioned earlier how we walked into that room full of draconic heroes last year. Andy and I met in the quarterfinals of that,
Mm-hmm.
and he had done the same thing. He had just torn through a room full of ninjas, a couple fangs.
Completely believable.
He met me. I was on Azalea in that particular RTN. I went first and sent 14 dominate on turn 0.
That helps.
So I felt okay about that one. But
That matchup can still, having been on the Azalea end of that matchup a number of times, it can still be really rough.
Andy showing us he very much belongs here in the top 4. He knows what he's doing with this deck. So, Iron Song response +3, Swordmaster Shine, and fires off.
So that is +9. So
Oh,
he's threatening
my goodness.
lethal right now.
Do you have
Anything.
Do you react? Do you
Anything.
have a cloud cover?
Anything. Does he have it?
That's it. Oh,
That is it.
I think Roberto's got what a sequence of draws there for Andy. And I believe he gave him that hand with a mind warp.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like of just the hands to draw up. Well played by Andy, local hero.
Well played by Roberto as well.
Absolutely.
Kind of trying to, digging to see what it.
I mean, he put together a nasty combo turn. It was impressive.
Yeah, he played to his outs, and sometimes with Acilio, you just don't quite get there.
Yeah. Andy punches his ticket to the grand final West Las Vegas here at Hoplite Games. I think we have enough time. We'll check in and see if we can. How much time we have? We might just go on a short break here until we bring you the finals, folks. We also have a Silver Age event going on that should be nearing its conclusion soon. We'll have an update on that soon. See how that turned out. So one more game.
Good times.
Thanks for hanging out with us, folks. We'll be back.
For sure.
70 instead of 20. Hey, folks. We got one more game for you. It's the finals.
Yeah.
Dorinthia Dawnblade. Dorinthia Ironsong on Dawnblade. Into Vincent.
We've seen both of these players on stream already.
Absolutely. More than once.
More than once.
JJ versus Andrew. JJ, Battle Hardened Columbus champion versus local legend Andrew Lundeen. Let's get right into it. I think the players are ready. All right.
So
Looks like JJ took the play.
I think Andy gets side choice.
Yep, he was first seed. Looks like he opted to go second.
Yes, I think the rune chant is just there just as a general marker.
Oh, could be.
It's not actually
Okay.
not representing something that's currently on the field, which might be a little bit confusing.
Slightly confusing.
Yeah. So it looks like Andy's starting off.
Coming in with their Dawnblade.
Send the Dawnblade.
You know, we've seen Andy just tear apart these less defensive decks today. And the Mirror, of course, he defeated in a rematch of his Dorinthia Mirror. He took them out in the quarters as well. JJ here just opting to put 2/3 blocks in front of this Dawnblade. Andy going for the Arsenal.
Get some JJ getting some filtering in. Looks like he's still holding on to a Deathly Whale and what looks to be a Malefic, so pretty solid hand.
Not too shabby.
So drawing back up.
You know, I have to say, I don't know if I've seen this matchup very often. This is a very interesting finals that we find ourselves with.
It's so many heroes. It's awesome to see some of these when they come up.
Banishing the Deathly Whale, making Rune Chant.
Play
the Malefic.
It's red Malefic, so a great start.
You know, interesting that JJ went for the Deathly Whale. I see he has a widespread ruin in hand.
So it looks
He's just going for setup.
yeah. Not really too much to do unless you're willing to get rid of your gloves immediately. And
That's
I
true.
think that's very fair.
JJ showing us that he knows what he's doing on this deck. He knows when it's time to go. He knows when it's time to set up.
But
Master of the Runeblade class. But Andy, on the other side of the table, is going to be presenting a very large Dawnblade.
yep, that's a 9er.
9 go again. Oh my goodness.
Yep, that is nothing to trifle with. 2 floating, 2 cards in hand. That is. JJ's snapping off no blocks, taking the 9. And paying in the bracers.
Wow. Just taking the 9.
Yep, and then coming back in for 4. Just snapping off no blocks again.
He must have a hand he really likes.
And the hand does look pretty good. There's a Funeral Moon. There's a Dirge. Looks like he can pretty easily string together some things. Yep. So go up to 2 rune chants off of that. Off of the another Deathly Whale banish.
Did I just see him pitch a widespread rune?
He pitched a widespread rune to play the envelop. So this is
Finding his resources where he can.
indeed.
I'm sure he would have loved to have used a tunic resource for that, but sometimes needs must.
Absolutely. So paying the 1.
Got a Deathly Whale coming in.
Indeed. So it looks like
This should be for 10, if I'm not mistaken.
for 10, making a rune chant on the back end. So what we might see here is pitching a card to creepers in the dirge, make 3 rune chants, come in with the other whale.
You know, we were calling out maybe some potential sneaky creepers plays earlier, but I think you're right. Though, I believe I see 2 reds in JJ's hand. He would have to give up that Funeral Moon if he wants to take that play line.
Yeah.
But he might be willing to. He took a lot of damage to send this hand.
This is,
He wants to maximize it.
so yeah, 3 rune chants. Looks like, don't know if the life totals have been updated on the counter yet, but it looks like JJ, or so it looks like Andy's opted to take 3 from those rune chants.
So we should have 37
37
choosing
plays.
blocks against 25 here.
Yep.
That's a big old chunk of damage.
It is.
And he's going to have to decide what it's worth. He does have a decent amount of block value available on his equipment suite. Judge Ben solving problems as usual. He doesn't miss a beat.
Gentleman and scholar.
One, two, three,
Seven.
4, 5, 6, 7.
Looks like it is the creepers play.
Creepers play.
Dirge to get that action point back.
Up to 3. How about
Another 3 and 5?
5? So let's see, that puts us at 21 damage conferred off an all red hand.
That good. Pretty good.
Granted, a little setup was involved.
Yeah, and it's gonna be 4 rune chants on the back end. 2 from each deathly ray.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah, that is quite good.
You know, Andy's in a decent position. He's got that +1 counter. He's got a full grip still. He's got plenty of life total to give. He's all right, and he still even has some armor to give. I think he's going to be very interested to see. I'm going to be very interested to see how defensive JJ's posture is in these upcoming turns. Because he took a very aggressive posture in these first couple of turns. Strong setup turn into a strong offensive turn. Took a lot of damage to do it. Let's see what Andy's clapback is. If I'm Andy, I'm looking at that face purgatory very hard right here.
Yeah, this is a blue hit and run pitch for a Warriors Valor. So
we're going to be minimum 7 coming in on this first hit here.
this is 7. Now, we saw a block with an Iron Song response. So it's a little bit less likely that he has another. It's tough to say what I would think in.
There was that was a pure value block as well.
For sure.
You know, you almost kind of wonder. You know, there's no on hit stopped with that block. I almost wonder if now he wishes that he had kept it in his hand. Maybe he was just saying, "Look, this guy is taking damage. He's not going to block. This Iron Song response is going to rot in my hand."
Yes. We have to look to see.
But
yeah.
I don't know if that's going to continue.
Very true. Now, also, like instead of it being a face perk block, we might see something like 2-3 blocks plus creepers. Just go ahead and try to cover this. At least save some damage. Maybe keep an attack back, send the attack, 5 rune chance. Overall,
Looks like JJ just confirming what refraction bolters.
so it looks like there is at least 1 attack in the hand.
There's the face bird.
Yep. So he's blocking for 7.
Gets the twin blade out of Andy's hand.
Drawing a widespread.
Buying himself the space he needs to get
Widespread,
back in this game.
widespread destruction is the draw. So this is a pretty sizable. It's a little bit of a punish because it effectively bumps this up. It bumps up to 11.
Now, let me ask you a question. If you are Andy here, do you pop Courage of Blade Hold to send a second Dawn Blade attack here?
That's tough because you are giving him 1 point of value on defense, but you also saw like that he would get another swing in. It would be another 4.
Fairly easily covered up.
Yeah, it's still 1 card plus like boots or something.
But he's looking at losing that counter, unfortunately.
Yeah, well, right now it's
Oh,
7.
no, we have a hit. We have the hit, so he doesn't lose the counter.
He won't lose the counter, but that would it would be courage to potentially generate another. But I think this is a reasonable play.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Because if I was JJ and he sent another, I would just here's a 3 block in my creepers. So Deathly Whale up to 5 Roonies. Tunic on 3. This is exactly what JJ wants to be doing.
Yes.
Looks like that widespread destruction. Was that widespread annihilation?
It's
Destruction.
a widespread destruction.
Might be destined for the arsenal.
So Andy's hand looks like a Swordmaster Shrine and 2 blues plus what looked to be some yellow card. Might have been a Glistening Steel Blade. So pretty solid hand. Pretty solid offensive hand versus JJ's widespread destruction.
And he still have 10 points to give here before 9 points before they reach life parity. Still has some block on his equipment.
He's just opting to wait here. I think he really is trying to push through a massive turn.
Gives up the spellbound creepers. Man,
Oh wow.
JJ is really showing a lot of discipline and holding on to those setup turns. He wants to overwhelm Andy's defenses.
Yeah, this hand has another Malefic and a Mordred Tide in it.
Oh my goodness.
So it is very much possible. But there's no attack. I don't think. I think that second card's a Mordred Tide.
So we have a go again enabler. We have the rune chance to play them. I think what we might see is a rune gated Deathly Wail into a hard cast widespread. But he still has to contend with this Dawn Blade.
Yeah. So it looked like snap no blocks. So beat of the Iron Song for go again. We're gonna beat the Iron Song for +1, and go again. You get X +1 votes. So,
Not too shabby. Down to 15. JJ already, we saw a player fall from 13 out of nowhere.
on live television.
That was wild. JJ has to be thinking, look, there's all these cards still in his hand. I can't just let this go. But all that setup he's done.
Yep, and activate bracers. Come in for 5 again. Ask the same question. Do I get another counter? No, this is
2 cards in hand.
that's a fuel moon. That's no attacks, but he does at least have a good banish. But
Even if he does commit cards, though, Andy has a decent response already. Singing Steel Blade.
already down to 10. That is dangerous.
Very dangerous. 2 counters on Dawn Blade.
Yes. So JJ banish the.
Making an extra rune chant.
Yep. Now here comes presuming a Mordred Tide. Yep.
Another Malefic.
Another Malefic. 2 counters.
Okay. I'm starting to see the vision.
Then I don't know if he's gonna push everything, but I think I could see him almost. Okay.
So we've got Deathly Wail coming in. A lot of rune chants.
Six
And
on the
a
back
whole lot
end.
of extras.
6 on the back end. So that is. Six on the back end. 6 on the front end.
He
6
had a
on the back.
way to leverage that going. Now he could just come in with his flail.
And I think he will. I think he will.
You kind of have to.
Yeah.
But you need to present as much pressure as possible.
Yeah. Like I think the problem that JJ is going to run into is this is not lethal.
Yeah.
Like he's gonna come and swing. He can swing flail on hit, which it probably won't hit. But swing flail to where you would get 3 rune chants because So we get 3 rune chants on the back from that, and then 2 from the funeral mode. So
And you just
5.
send me the bill.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So he's using the go again here, and generates. We're using the instant there. And now he's coming in for 8 and then 1. So he's pushing hard on this turn. So it takes 8, goes down to 18, blocks the flail.
Block the flail. I mean, that's essentially a 3-value block.
And then we'll make 2 rune chants on the back.
JJ making great use of that Mordred Tide.
And then breaks chain gets. Maybe it goes up to 5. Should be up to 5 here. Yes.
Yep. JJ knows what he's about.
Yep. So we're up to 5. Now, JJ with that setup turn still did pretty good work.
5 cards.
5 cards.
Dawnblade with 2 counters.
10 life.
Not somewhere I like to be.
No, I would. Yeah. No, that's
Not
frightening.
somewhere I like to be.
That is absolutely frightening.
Players updating the life totals here. We are at life
It's
10.
10 to 9. That's right.
10 to 9.
That is frightening.
He has some tricks up his sleeve.
Yeah, and JJ's staring at 2 blocks. JJ has a pair of 2 blocks in his hand. Oh, that's not so
Courage
good.
of Playhold gets popped.
Yep.
Oh, you can see it on JJ's face. He knows what's about to happen.
This is.
No.
Looks like a blade flurry in Arsenal maybe.
You can kind of see the shoulder slump there. Got to lead with speed.
Yep. So
Floating
gets
1.
gets agility for next turn. This is
I don't know if there's going to be next turn, Charlie.
yeah. No, this is rough.
This is brutal.
This is a lot.
All right, so we're coming in for
5-8.
8. 8 damage.
And how do you block that?
JJ would have to give 3 cards to stop this. And you know Andy's got something up his sleeve.
Well, how do you block that knowing A, he pitched a singing steel blade, and B, his swordsman's are free?
Correct.
That is frightening.
Absolutely. He has 1 floating.
Mm-hmm.
JJ's got to be thinking about a Swordmaster Shine here.
Absolutely. Yeah. Swordmaster Shine, Blade Flurry. I think it was a Blade Flurry in Arsenal.
Any number of cards could just ruin his day here.
Yeah. This
Refraction Bolter's still available for the go again.
Mm-hmm. This is hard.
Okay,
So
we are seeing
giving up Tunic, covering 5. Looks like 5 or 6.
he's trying to get through this turn while still having something to send back on his own. He has a lot of fuel sitting there on the board. And I'm wondering if he's regretting taking that setup turn a little bit instead of just sending the Blade Flurry, bump it up to 10.
10.
And an Iron Soul.
Oh,
response.
gross. Oh, wow. That's a lot. Looking for a 13 on the die that goes to 12.
Oh my goodness. The die doesn't go high enough. Get out the heavy hitters die.
13.
And there's the Swordmaster Shine.
18. Oh, that
And
is
the fist
game
bump.
over. Wow.
Andrew Lundeen, local legend, takes it down
Just
on his
push it.
favorite hero, Dorinthia Ironsong.
Dawnblade for 18.
Dawnblade for 18.
That's kind of good.
Well played to JJ. That was a great match.
Oh. Very, very nice.
Look at that.
Oh,
What a beautiful game.
congratulations.
So happy for
Andrew.
Andy. What a win.
Fantastic. Man gets what he's been wanting. for a
ProQuest
long
Las
time.
Vegas champion Andrew Lundeen.
So happy for him.
Look at his face. That is the face of a champion, folks.
Well played to JJ. Saw him on stream 3 times.
JJ fought hard today.
He really did.
He really had a great day. I'll tell you what, folks. We're going to get Andy on camera for a little champion interview. We'll see what he's going to do with that black envelope. I don't know.
I think they agreed. I think they might have agreed this. I don't know if they agreed to a split on that end, but I know that Andrew definitely is. He's got the L points on his.
That's the real
favorite
prize
hero.
there. That's the real prize there. Seeing your name on that roll of
Oh
honor.
yeah.
And $300 cash for his trouble. And JJ walking away with 200.
That's a
That's
pretty
not too
good
shabby
day.
at all.
That's a pretty good day, all things considered.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Happy for both our players here, but I'm stoked for Andy. That's awesome for him.
Absolutely. We're gonna get Andy on here for a post round interview. Charlie, it was a pleasure casting with you today. We're gonna do it again next week, folks, at Legends on the
Yep.
22nd. Be there.
Indeed.
All right, we'll be back shortly. Okay, the mics were off, guys. So great job, us.
Wow. Listen,
Let's start over.
it's their first time. Give them a break. They're figuring it out.
Sorry about that, folks. Anyway, I'm sitting here with Andrew Lundeen, ProQuest champion. Just picked up LL points on Dorinthia Ironsong, taking down Vincent in the finals. How does it feel?
Good. It feels a little surreal, but it's good. Tough matches all day. The only game I dropped was to an Acilio, and that was, man, he had the nuts combo. I'm gonna have to go back and do the math on that. I think it was threatening 40-something damage.
And then you got revenge in the
But
semis.
yeah, it was very close. Yeah, very close game in the semis too. So razor thin margins. Vincent's tough, I mean, he played it well, and she can do some disgusting stuff.
Absolutely.
I don't know if you saw that Mordred Tide turn. There
Yes,
were,
we
I don't
did.
know how many rune chants were. Oh, sorry, I can speak up a little. We're figuring it out. Yeah, I don't know how many rune chants were created in total on that term. I brought in Null Rune Hood both times because that was my second game against that Vincent. Never pitched to
Never pitched.
stop any arcane
Yeah,
damage.
you
I should have learned after the first match, just bring in something that blocks because, my fear was if this goes south and I'm really low and I need to pitch to survive. But both games I was just able to keep the pressure on, get those counters rolling, and then just the snowball, right? So
Well, in both games we saw you on camera today, we saw you get counters on Dawnblade very early.
yeah,
And, particularly in that mirror earlier, the snowball was incredible. And in this one as well. I mean that was a Dawnblade for 18
yeah,
at the end?
yeah.
Oh my
She
goodness.
has so many tools now, and it's cards like Swordmaster's Shine, which I think really shown this whole tournament. It messes with the breakpoints, right? And it doesn't require reprise. So it like if you don't have any counters, you got to pay full price, right? Which is a blue. That's fine. She runs blues. But once you get counters rolling, it really
It gets to be a lot
it's
better
much
value
easier to
proposition.
keep counters now because now if you got 3 counters, it's free. It doesn't require reprise. It's an awkward breakpoint, and people are still not quite used to playing around it. Like it changes the math, right? The Dory blocking math, and so the fact that it is so powerful, so unconditional, and the fact that it is easier to resolve once you have counters really just makes it that much easier to keep the snowball rolling down.
It almost reminds me a little bit of a card like Revel and Rune. Like
Sure.
in the right situation, so
Yeah,
powerful.
yeah. But you know what? I get to keep my Dawnblade counters if I hit with
That's
it.
a big
And
difference,
Revel
isn't
means
it?
all the rune chants go away. So like, yeah, it's actually, really Warrior is better than Runeblade. You heard it here.
So, do you think there's any chance we'll see you competing on Dorinthia Ironsong and Pro Tour Las Vegas?
Oh goodness. Maybe. I mean, we'll see. The meta is gonna be who knows what. Um, I like this deck in a chaotic meta where it's a wide field, aggro decks are popular. If the meta turns into a fatigue fest or decks that just block out Dawnblade really efficiently, then it's probably not a good choice. But if it's a meta composed of lightning heroes that have cards that block two and that want to be greedy with their hands, Dorinthia can really punish that. So
Well,
we'll
I'm,
see.
I'm still looking for a deck for Yokohama. Should I be considering Dorinthia Ironsong?
She, is probably better now than she has ever been. I'm still not sure if I can recommend her. Just like objectively speaking, she has some really bad matchups, and those are winnable. But she is great into other aggro decks because she is an aggro deck fundamentally. Dawnblade is, at least. So if it's a if it's a meta that doesn't really want to block much, she can race. She
Absolutely.
can race with the best of them.
You know, as long as I've been playing in the Lansing area, you've been around here, and there's been many metas that we've gone through where she's not really it. And I've always said, come to Lansing, Michigan, because she's A tier in Lansing, Michigan.
Well, I appreciate that. Yeah, like sometimes you go up against decks that just block really well, and you just feel like you're just looking at the clock, waiting to get slowly fatigued. But no, she's fun to play into an open room like this. This is pretty wide meta spread.
You made her look pretty deadly today. Congratulations again.
Thank you, man. I
So
really
proud of you.
appreciate
So
it.
happy for you.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
See you in Vegas.
Hey, thanks again, folks. I just want to say real quick before we sign off, thanks to Hoplite Games for hosting today. They've been our partner in putting on this production. I want to say a big thank you to all of our locals who have helped put this on. Simon, Adam, Andy, Ben, Judge Ben, Steve. So many people went into helping us get this together. Lansing Flesh and Blood community is not done for.
That's right.
The owner of Hoplite Games will be opening up the Tempest Gaming Arena. Not far, just down the street from here.
Woohoo.
Folks, you will hear from us again soon. Check the Discords. We will be restarting our Wednesday armories very soon. And look out for news from North Star Productions about the summer tournament series. We have the date for our first tournament. That's going to be May 17th, 2026. Be there. And you can expect more coverage like this and more great turnout from the community. It's going to be wonderful.
Looking forward to great things from North Star. This has been really impressive, honestly. Well done.
Thank you. I think that's it. Signing off. Have a good night.